Hello friends, welcome to GS Core. We are running into the series of current affairs to MCQs for the subject of geography. So we have seen that the GS Core has taken a good initiative for organizing All India PT mock test, which is OMR based, which is being held across 20 plus cities in India. You can register yourself by scanning this QR code, and you can also visit iscore.in for additional information. Moving forward, the first question for today is arrange the following glaciers in order from north to south. Okay, so we will be seeing this order here. So option 1 is Machoi, option 2 Zemu, option 3 Pindari, and option 4 Siachen. So we can see here Siachen, it is present in Jammu and Kashmir region, Pindari in Uttarakhand region, Zemu in Sikkim region, and Machoi also in Jammu and Kashmir region. So let's see their location, how they are being arranged. So Siachen, we can see it is located over the part of this Himalayan region. Then Pindari, it is present in the part of this region in Uttarakhand, and Jammu is present here. Okay, and Machoi, we can see it is located between this Kashmir Valley and this is the Pir Panjal ranges. Here there is location of Machoi Glacier. Thus, arranging from north to south, we can see Siachen, it is number 1, Machoi, it is number 2, Pindari, it is number 3, and Zemu, it is number 4. Okay, so here we can see the order for this question, that is Siachen will be at the northernmost position, Machoi will be below it, then there will be Pindari Glacier, and then there will be this Zemu Glacier. Okay, so this is the order for these glaciers which are present here. So we can see the option C, that is 4132 is the correct answer here. Now moving towards the next question. Okay, these glaciers were basically in news because of the kind of the melting rate of glacier which has increased because of the global warming and the rise in temperature which is taking place in this Himalayan region belt. It is affecting this region quite regressively. Moving forward towards next question, we have among the following water bodies which are surrounding Antarctica is which of them? Option A is Ross Sea, option 2 Indian Ocean, option 3 Weddell Sea, and option 4 is Amundsen Sea. So looking at the water bodies which are present over the part of Antarctica. Antarctica, we can see it is present over the southern pole. It is a part of a continent. Basically, it is a continent, and this is the region which is highly affected by the global warming. So looking at the diagram, this is the Antarctica, and here we can see the water bodies which are surrounding the Antarctica region. Indian Ocean, it is a correct option. Weddell Sea, it is also correct option. Then Amundsen Sea, it is also correct option, and Ross Sea, also a correct option. Thus, looking at all the options, we'll be seeing that the option D, that is all of the above, and 1, 2, 3, and 4 are the correct options here. Next question is, consider the following statements about the canyons. Canyons are basically, they are the erosional features of landforms. They are the erosional features of landforms. Thus, we can see option 1 as these erosional landforms are present both at land and at ocean floor. Okay, this is a correct option here because canyons like Grand Canyon, the Gandikota, they are present on the land part, but at the ocean floor, when the river is flowing, and this is the ocean floor, thus we can see these canyons are also present in the ocean floor region, and they are also called as submarine canyons. Thus, statement A becomes a correct statement or statement 1. Statement 2. The riverbed at the canyon will eventually reach an elevation which is same as the water body in which the river gets drained. So we can see to this part that this is a part of a canyon. Okay, this is a canyon which is being made by this river. Okay, this is being made by the river. Thus we can see the elevation differences here. The river, it is having a different elevation when it started eroding this region, and at the end of the formation of this canyon, the elevation of the river, it is now same as this canyon region. Okay, thus statement 2 also becomes a correct statement. In the part of the submarine canyon, we can see this is the river, this is the coastal region, and this is continental shelf. Okay, so we can see from continental shelf to continental slope, there is formation of this canyon because of the erosion of this region because of the river, which is being done by the river, which is flowing inside this continental shelf and slope region, leading to the formation of submarine canyon. Thus, here we can see the statement 2 also becomes a correct statement, and the correct answer for this question is C, that is both 1 and 2. Moving forward, the question is basically on the countries which are bordering the Jordan country. So, which of the following countries does share a border with the Jordan? Jordan is one of a very important country which is present in the Middle East region of Central Asia or Asia. So, option A, Israel, B, Saudi Arabia, C, Egypt, 4, Syria, and 5, Iraq. Looking at the diagram, we can see Saudi Arabia, it is having a direct border with Jordan. Iraq also shares border with Jordan. Syria sharing its border with Jordan. Israel sharing its border with Jordan. But we can see the Egypt here, it is not sharing its border with the Jordan country here. Thus, Egypt becomes an incorrect statement here, and rather other statements saying that Israel, Saudi Arabia, Syria, and Iraq, they are quite important and they are correct statement here. Thus, 1, 2, 4, and 5, they become the correct statements, making option B as the correct answer. The Jordan country was recently in news because of the various upheavals being going in this country because of the neighboring countries. Okay, it is being a kind of the militarism which is being present in this region. It is leading to the upheaval and civil wars in this region also. So the Jordan is also being affected due to these reasons. Next question is, the Atal Tunnel has been inaugurated recently. Consider the following statements regarding the Atal Tunnel. Atal Tunnel, you might be aware about, it is present in the part of Himachal Pradesh region of India, and here the options with regard to the Atal Tunnel can be seen as the tunnel will reduce the distance between Manali and Ladakh and will be operational throughout the year. If you are traveling from Manali towards Ladakh, okay, so this region is being passing through the Pir Panjal ranges. It is passing through Pir Panjal ranges, and here during the winter season, the snowfall is quite heavy. The snowfall is quite heavy, which leads to the shutdown of this region during the winter season. So one thing we can notice here, that the Ladakh region and also the mainland part of India, okay, below the part of Manali, this region gets completely cut off because of the heavy snowfall in this region. Thus, this Atal Tunnel, it becomes a very strategic important infrastructure which provides an all-year road connecting Manali and Ladakh. Thus, this statement becomes a correct statement. Statement 2. The tunnel is built with the ultra-modern specifications in the Pir Panjal range of Himalayas. This is also a correct statement, because if we will see this statement here, this is the part of Pir Panjal range. This is a part of Pir Panjal range. Here the city of Manali is present, and here we can see this is the route. This was an earlier route which was passing through the Rohtang Pass. Okay, and it is moving towards the Kilong Jispa and towards the region of Ladakh. But here we can see this Atal tunnel has been made here, which gives or which cuts the time by almost 7 to 8 hours from crossing this region here. Thus, Atal tunnel has a quite high significance in this region. So, looking at the statement again, statement 1 is a correct statement, statement 2 is a correct statement, thus making answer C, that is both 1 and 2 as the correct answer. Moving towards next question. The question is basically on the Bhashan Char island. So, the question is the Bhashan Char, the site where the Bangladesh has begun sending Rohingya refugees from the overcrowded camps at Cox's Bazar. Okay, Cox's Bazar. Consider the following statements regarding the Bhashan Char island. So, statement 1 is, it is located near the mouth of river Meghna, where it flows into the Bay of Bengal. So, looking at the statement here on the map, so this is the river Meghna which is flowing in Bangladesh. This river Meghna, it is earlier called as in this region it is called as river Padma, and this is river Brahmaputra. After they meet, this river becomes Meghna. It is called as Meghna, and the same Padma river in India, it is called as Ganga. It is called as Ganga in India. So here, if we will trace the mouth of this river, this Bhashan Char island, it is present at the mouth of river, that is Meghna. So making this statement 1 as a correct statement, and it is also present in the Bay of Bengal Sea region. Statement 2, it is located near Sandweep Island, which is much bigger in size than the Bhashan Char. Looking at the map here, we can see the Bhashan Char island here, and this is Sandweep Island. This is Sandweep Island, which is quite larger in size and which is present near to this Bhashan Char. So a very important part, a very important region. So here we can see the Rohingyas refugee who are quite in excess in this Cox's Bazar region. They are being transferred from this Cox's Bazar to the Bhashan Char island. So this is a strategy which is being adopted right now by the Bangladesh and also by the Myanmar to decrease or to lower the density of the people of the Rohingyas which are living in this region. So this is why these islands were in news. So making here both the statements 1 and 2 as the correct statement, C here is a correct answer. Now, next question we'll be looking at, which of the following pairs are correctly matched? So statement 1, actually pair 1 is hills of Northeast India, and the statement 2 or the pair 2 is highest peak. So in the Assam Himalayas, we can see there is presence of Namcha Barua. Namcha Barua. So Namcha Barua, if we look at, it is present in Arunachal Himalayas. It is present in Arunachal Himalayas. If we will look at the map here, we can see the Namcha Barua, it is present here and it is becoming the part of the Arunachal Himalayas here. This is the part of the Arunachal Himalayas, thus making statement 1 as the incorrect statement. Statement 2, the Lushai Hills, it consists of highest peak as the Blue Mountain. Here we can see the Lushai Hills, it is also called as the Mizo Hills. And here we can see the presence of Blue Mountain is present here. Thus, it is also the highest peak of the Mizo Hills, which is also called as Lushai Hills. So, this statement is a correct statement. Statement 3, the Sikkim Himalayas, it consists of Kanchenjunga as the highest peak. So, here we can see the presence of Kanchenjunga present in the Sikkim Himalayan region. So, this is the highest peak not only of Sikkim but highest peak also of India, excluding the POK region. Thus, this pair also becomes a correct pair here. The correct answer to this question, it is B, 2 and 3 only. Looking at next question, we have, which of the following plateaus is surrounded by the Greater Hingan Mountains in the east, the Yin Mountains in the south, the Altai Mountains to the west, and the Sayan and Khenti Mountains to the north. Looking at the options here, option A is Armenian Plateau, Shan Plateau, Anatolian Plateau, and Mongolian Plateau. If we will look at the diagram here, so this is the Mongolian Plateau, and towards its northern side there is Khenti Mountains, towards its northwestern there is Sayan Mountains, towards its western part there is Altai Mountains, towards its southern side there is Yin Mountains. Okay, so this is, we are talking about the Mongolian Plateau. The examiner is trying to ask about the Mongolian Plateau here, which is surrounded by these mountain ranges. So option D, that is Mongolian Plateau, is the correct answer here. Next question is, if one is traveling from Somalia to Philippines by sea route along coastline, arrange the following islands one will encounter in sequential order. So we can see the Somalia, it is present at the Horn of Africa, and the Philippine Islands, it is present at the equatorial region of the Asia. Okay, so if I am trying to move from Somalia to Philippines, what will be the order of the islands that I will encounter here? So looking at the diagram here, we'll be seeing that the Socotra Island, it is present very near to Somali. Thus, this will be the first island which will be encountered here. Thus, 2 will become the first statement here. This is the first island, that is Socotra Island. Then, next we'll be looking at, we will be reaching towards the Sumatra Island here. So, Sumatra Island is also asked here. So, Sumatra will be the second island, which will be the part of this region. Then next we'll be looking at, okay, it is not the Sumatra Island, but it is the Phuket Island. Okay, it is the Phuket Island which will be encountering first here. So here it is not the Sumatra, but it is the Phuket. But after Sumatra, we'll be seeing that there is presence of the this Sumatra Island. So we can see Kotra, and here there is presence of this Phuket Island. After this, there is presence of this Sumatra Island, and after Sumatra, we can see there is presence of this Borneo Island. Thus, they are connected like this, and we will be reaching the Philippines likewise. Thus, the next island here, the next island in this part will be the Borneo Island, that is straight. Thus, making statement B as the correct answer here, that is 2, 1, 4, 3, which can be arranged in a sequential order from west to east, which is taking us from Somalia to Philippines. Okay, moving towards next question, we have, which one of the following sea are not part of the Pacific Ocean? So there is a list of the various seas, and it is asking that which of the seas are not present as a part of the Pacific Ocean. So looking at the statement, first we'll be seeing that the Sulu Sea. Sulu Sea will be looking at, it is present majorly in the part of the near the Pacific Ocean region. It is present in the region of Pacific Ocean. Thus this sea, Sulu Sea, it becomes a part of the Pacific Ocean region. Then next is Arafura Sea. Arafura Sea, we can see it is present here. Okay, it is present towards the northern part of Australia and the southern part of Indonesia. If we will look at this statement, this is also being covered under the Pacific Ocean region. Thus this statement is also correct. Next statement is Kara Sea. Kara Sea, we can see here, the Kara Sea, it is present in the Arctic Ocean region. It is present in the Arctic Ocean region. Thus, it is not forming a part of the Pacific Ocean. Next is Laptev Sea. Laptev Sea is present also in the Arctic Ocean region. Thus, it is also not forming the part of this Pacific Ocean region. Thus, the correct answer for these two statements will be, or this statement is 3 and 4, which is present in option D. If we will look closely, the Kara Sea, the Laptev Sea, they are the regions which are present in Arctic region, and they are suffering from the global warming. They are the highest sufferers from the global warming because the ice, melting of sea ice, which is being happening here. It is almost 10 times the melting of glaciers which is occurring in the part of continents and also in the part of Arctic region. Thus, it is the most affected region where the ice sea is melting. Thus, we can see this region are in news here. So, coming back to the part of the All India PT mock test, I will be reminding you. So, this is basically an OMR based test, and here you can test yourself under the UPSC simulated environment and get the real time feel of the civil services prelims examination, which is happening at various schools which are being selected at 20 plus centers of India. You can choose your center here: Jaipur, Jammu, Lucknow, Patna, Bhopal. So these centers are spread across India. If you are living by near these cities, so you can register yourself by scanning the QR code, and you can register yourself to the city with which you are living nearby. And this paper, you can see it is available in English and Hindi medium, so that you can map your approach very appropriately. How you are taking the approach for this examination. The next test will be held in the mock test 2, that is 30th April, and mock pre-test, that is 10th May. The fees for this test, it is not quite very high, but it is quite minimal, and we can see per test it is 500 rupees. You can scan this QR code, and you can also the website isco.in for more information. So see you guys in the next lecture. Thank you very much.